no, man. Not Terry, not Scary Terry McLaurin, man. No.
We're flying to Philadelphia! Oh, hell no!
We prided Terry in being one of the only receivers that aren't in the drama, that don't cry for the ball, that don't really voice his frustration, but apparently it seems as if that is no longer the case with this specific situation. As we know, Terry McLaurin is due for a contract, and apparently things aren't moving as fast as Terry wants them to be, because per Jordan Schultz, he's experiencing some bitter frustration with how long it is taking for the Washington Commanders to offer him his bread. AP, DQ, what are we doing? Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries? Like,
Niggas stop saying my name, you dick rhyme bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she fly for him, and shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's love again now. She's confident.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We on the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about, according to Jordan Schultz, that Terry McLaurin is a bit frustrated with the Washington Commanders with how slow things have been moving in terms of his contract extension. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. That'd be greatly appreciated if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So man, oh man, I started the video off like that because it's like, no, not Terry, man, not my beloved 1-7, man, not the man to the right. Terry's never been that kind of person to voice his frustration, to act diva-ish, you know what I'm saying, demand the ball. But when it comes to somebody's money, you can't even be mad at him if this is in fact true. Now, Jordan Schultz, I guess he's a reliable source. This is the only person that it's coming from. If it came from Cam, JP Finley, Nikki Giovanni, which it may have came out, I just haven't checked those pages. I just went with Jordan Schultz. I would believe it, but that's just for this sake of the video, say it is true. He's frustrated. I'm not mad at him. Right? Because it ain't like he's demanding, he's crying for the ball and ain't produced, or he's taking it to social media, being a diva. He's deleting all his social media posts, not asking for a trade. Like, nah, he's not taking that route. He just seems to be frustrated with, you know, how slow things have gone. But at the same time, for me, I have a hard time believing that. Like, Terry is not that kind of guy, at least from the outside looking in, to be like this. Like, the first time he was due for a contract extension, he did the same exact thing that he's doing now. He didn't show up for OTAs. He didn't really participate in the off-season training, right? But then he ended up getting paid and everything was situated. Now, you could say, Juan, this is a little bit different because, you know, you're playing with someone's money. So he may not be, you know, a diva or a person that starts drama or this and that and the third, but we're talking about someone's livelihood here. And if that's your point and stance as to why Terry McLaurin may be frustrated, I can't even argue with that, because at the end of the day, this ain't no Joe Schmo. This ain't somebody that ain't put in the hard work. This is somebody that's been here at the worst of the worst. This is somebody that's the face of your franchise when there was nobody else here that wanted to be the face of the franchise. Terry McLaurin stepped up and said, I got it. So for most fans of different teams and players, they probably would be more in the middle, with some sided with Terry and his camp and some sided with the organization. But I will confidently say 100% of the organization or 100% of the fan base is behind Terry McLaurin. If this is in fact true, I'm not changing my stance on Dan Quinn. I'm not changing my stance on Adam Peters, because they move strategically right? So I'm not questioning them in their future plans. They may have some reasons as to why things have gone so slow. However, I'm behind Terry 100% because it's like, bruh, he deserves every single penny. But again, this is, in my opinion, hypothetical until I go back and do my homework more on this topic and see it actually be true. I have a hard time believing in Jordan Schultz. And it's crazy to say that because Jordan Schultz is very reliable of a source. Like, I'm not saying he's not. He has a very, very, very large following here on social media. 400K basically on Instagram. So this guy is a legit source. He's a legit source, but it says breaking. Commanders All-Pro wide receiver Terry McLaurin has made it clear to the team that he's frustrated with the lack of progression on his long-term deal. As I previously reported, McLaurin is unexpectedly left voluntary workouts after initially attending and remains to be seen. He'll report for mandatory minicamps. It's still up in the air. So that is interesting, though, because Terry McLaurin, we did see him early on. We did see him with Deebo Samuel early on in here, right? But after a while, he stopped showing up, and we just all figured it was due to the contract extension, which has to be true, right? We see that, and George Holmes basically just said that he stepped away because the money is still not being offered. Contract extension still not being offered. So that's interesting. That's not good in my opinion, right? Like, a little bit though. I don't want to overreact, but for him to show up to minis and off-season training camp and stuff like that, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm about to get this contract extension. I'm showing him I'm still here, even though most people hold out and most people want to wait till that contract extension to show up. I'm here early and still no contract extension. So he's like, oh, okay. Y'all don't want to offer me the contract extension after I showed up early on? All right, now I'm going to hold out. Now I'm officially play hard game. Now I'm officially report that I'm frustrated with how lack of production or with lack of speed that this contract has been taken to get done. I still think it's going to get done. I do. I think this is the move that every player does. And if I have to guess, Terry McLaurin's agent is the reason he's doing this. I'm not saying Terry doesn't share no frustration with it. He probably does. But again, it's a hard belief for me to believe he's actually moving like this. Again, if he is, I don't blame him because he deserves his money and do what you got to do to get your bread. But long story short, I fully expect Terry McLaurin to get his contract extension. I don't expect him to be at mandatory mini camps. This was already something that we knew, though. Like, this is not no surprise. We knew Terry McLaurin wasn't going to show up to these camps and off-season trainings until the contract extension gets done. Now, if we get to July and we get to training camp, then it can be a little bit scary for me. Right now, I'm chilling because one, I'm having a hard time believing Terry's really frustrated deep down inside because that's not his character. But again, he may be because it's money. And then two, I believe this front office, they're going to get it done, right? Like, they got all of June to get it done. Would you like him there? Of course, but he doesn't have to be there. You got all of July because training camp don't start till late July. Now, again, if we get to late July and Terry McLaurin's not at training camp, Terry McLaurin's not out there, and there's still no contract extension being offered for him, that's when I get a little bit concerned. I'm not going to lie to you. But until then, I'm chilling. I'm waiting, and we're going to wait until Terry McLaurin gets his contract extension. I think they offer him 33.5 for 3 years. That's what I think the high end is. I don't know exactly what he's asking for, but he's not getting 40 mil a year because he's not Jamar Chase. Justin Jefferson got 35 mil. He's not Jettis, so he's not getting 35. And CeeDee Lamb got 34, so Terry may be able to get 34, but I kind of put him in terms of money above DK Metcalf and right below CeeDee Lamb in terms of money. I'm not talking about talent or who's better. So 33.5 for 3 years. And you got to understand, CeeDee Lamb is younger than Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's about to be 30. His birthday, September 15th. So that also takes into consideration how much he gets paid and how long his contracts are. So he may be better than a CeeDee Lamb. He may be better than a DK Metcalf. He may be better than some of these guys that may ultimately make more money than him because it's his age. And Rashad Bateman just got paid today. I think like some 36 mil, 33 mil, 20 million guaranteed. So maybe him saying that was finally the final straw for him to finally come out and say, "Hey, man, I'm a little frustrated, man, because what's going on? Guys like Rashad Bateman getting their deals done, and he's not nearly on my level. What's up with my contract?" But again, for me, if you're asking Juan Gotti and his thoughts and to sign off on it, relax. Terry McLaurin, he's going to get his money. I fully expect him to get his bread. Don't panic just yet. Now, if we get to July, late July training camp days, and he's not under contract and doesn't have his contract extension, well, he's under contract, but you know what I mean, contract extension, then that's where we have an issue. Right now, I'm chilling. But let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comment section. Terry McLaurin reportedly frustrated that the Washington Commanders have not offered him a contract extension just yet. Leave your comments down below. As always, me, boy, Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so they're greatly appreciated. If you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible, thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Never gave up on me. Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a lawn.